Downtown Haymarket is the place for you. Enjoy an evening at one of many restaurants or bars within a short walking distance. Business travelers at the hotel will enjoy free high-speed internet access, a 24-hour business center, and large in-room workstations. And check out the bistro, where you'll enjoy healthier food and beverage options, as well as high-tech conveniences. Book your room today at the Courtyard Lincoln, downtown Haymarket.
Integrated Life Choices has been inspiring opportunities for individuals with disabilities for more than 15 years in Lincoln and across Nebraska by offering a number of services. From group homes to independent living resources and job training, you'll find the support that allows people to live fulfilling lives. They're also hiring. If you're looking for a rewarding career supporting people with developmental disabilities, you can check out open positions along with learning more about services at ilc.net. Integrated Life Choices.
Are you tired of living in pain? It's time to take control. At Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery, we're your one-stop shop for expert care in Lincoln. From broken bones to complex reconstruction, our skilled team will help you get back on track. Visit prairieortho.com today and discover why we're the trusted choice for thousands of patients. Don't let pain hold you back. Take the first step towards a better pain-free life with Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery, where healing begins. Call 402-489-4700.
It's the best time of the year to order a new John Deere self-propelled windrower from Landmark Implement during the early order program. Hay harvest is a race against time. Order a new John Deere self-propelled windrower to harvest your hay quickly and efficiently while promoting quick dry down for high-quality hay. Now is the time to lock in the best price of the year. Contact your local Landmark location for full details on a new self-propelled windrower and experience the Landmark difference.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, expecting increasing clouds, a little breezy as well. Chance of showers and storms possible this afternoon. We'll see a high of around 77. Tonight, see a chance of showers and storms with a low of around 61. Tomorrow, more showers and storms in the forecast with a high of around 77. Meteorologist Kyle Clucker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports is quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Welcome to the Carriker Chronicles. Again, the People's Show. Checking the pulse of Husker Nation. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a very happy Husker Nation. I don't think I've ever recorded two gut reactions, not only in one day, but in the span of about 3 hours. All right, if you missed my gut reaction to Nebraska beating Northwestern football, go back and check that out from earlier. But I'm here to talk about Nebraska volleyball. Number 1, Wisconsin comes into Lincoln, plays number 2, Nebraska. Great volleyball match, up and down, back and forth, competitive. These are the two best teams in the country. Of course, I think we know who might be number 1 after Nebraska beat Wisconsin. Again, phenomenal match, 3-2. We're going to talk about it, dive into it, have some fun here. Okay, I don't think I've ever seen John Cook smile that much or look that happy. He's always so calm, confident, and steady. But even Coach Cook, listen to some of this. After beating the number 1 team in the country, the first time the Huskers have done it since 2017, breaking a 10-game losing streak versus Wisconsin, getting that win tonight. Okay, even Coach Cook couldn't help but crack a few smiles, and well-deserved, I might add. All right, the Huskers, number 2 team in the country, down the number 1 team in the country, Wisconsin, to move to 19. And oh no, this is only the 5th time, okay, since 2000, okay, that a number 1 versus number 2 ranked match has gone 5 sets. Now, if you're as proud of this Nebraska volleyball team as I am, then smash that like button. Now, these are 2 of the most storied programs in the entire country, okay? just by comparison, since 2011, basically since Nebraska joined the Big Ten, amount of NCAA titles, Wisconsin has 1, Nebraska has 2. Amount of Final Four appearances, Wisconsin has 3, Nebraska has 5. Amount of Big Ten championships, Wisconsin has 5, Nebraska has 3. Big Ten Coach of the Year award winners, each program has 2. Now, right off the bat, okay, Nebraska won that first set, okay, and 25-22, they jumped out early and jumped on the Badgers quick. Okay, now this was the first set that Wisconsin volleyball has lost all year to a Big Ten opponent. They hadn't lost a single set all year to a Big Ten opponent, okay, after that first set. And they had won 30 consecutive sets. So that was their first loss in 30 consecutive sets after winning those sets. Okay, now let's look at some of the stats real quick from that first set. Number 2, Nebraska rides an early 6-0 run to win the first set, 25-22. Okay, Jackson and Riley with the block at the end to win it. The Huskers hit 214 with 4 kills from Beeson, Battenhorst, and Murray. Wisconsin hits 125 in the set with 3 kills from Robinson, Franklin, and Booth. Now, it was kind of cool because the students section was wearing cowboy hats and overalls in honor of John Cook. And if you didn't know this, he's a cowboy himself. He even lives in Wyoming part of the time. He does a little calf roping. He's big into horses and their loyalty and things of that nature. So the student section was kind of raucous, a lot raucous, but kind of supporting John Cook in that way. Of course, Wisconsin bounces back, and they're not going to roll over. They win set 2, 25-17. Now, some of the stats from the next 2 sets. All right, number 1, Wisconsin answers back. Okay, and the Badgers record 12 blocks in the set, forcing 16 NU hitting errors. The Huskers hit minus .077 in the set on 52 attacks. Wisconsin with just 7 kills on 29 swings at a 138 clip. Okay, now a couple of other things real quick I want to chat about. There was an attendance record set at the Devaney Center tonight. They'd never had more than 9,000 people attend an event there. Okay, and they added 400 seats over this past off season. So they'd never had more than 9,000 people there. They had 9,198 people in attendance tonight, which was a record. Okay, now keep in mind, Nebraska volleyball, if you didn't already know, this is the only Power 5 women's sports program that actually made money a year ago. My point, there truly is no place like Nebraska. All right, Wisconsin won the third set, 25-20, to go up 2-1. All right, now reminder, Nebraska is a young team. I've talked about this before. They don't have a single senior on this team. They got a lot of young players on this team. How are they gonna fight back? How are they gonna bounce back? Where are they gonna bounce back? How are they gonna respond? That was my question at this point. You're facing the mighty Wisconsin, a team that's had your number, the number 1 team in the country. Okay? So, and the other thing I couldn't help but notice, and I knew this coming in anyways, the height advantage that Wisconsin has is pretty large and basically impossible not to notice. Now, if you didn't know this, the Badgers are one of the best offensive teams in the country, statistically. The Black Shorts, okay? The Black Shorts, Nebraska is the number 1 defensive team in the entire country coming into the match tonight as well. Another interesting stat, never before in the history of the Big Ten Conference have 2 teams prior to this year started 18-0. All right, real quick. As always, I want to give a shout out and a thank you to our sponsor, DPS Concrete. All right, check them out at DPS Concrete, dpsconstruction.net. Okay, if you're looking for work, if you're looking to have work done, there is nobody better to have do it for you or to go work for, especially if you're in the Omaha metro area. Go check out dpsconstruction.net. Now, Nebraska comes back. They bounce back. They win the 4th set by scoring the final 3 points of the set to win 26-24 to even it up at 2 sets apiece. All right. Now, the 5th set, Man, it was back and forth. The crowd was raucous. It was awesome. Nebraska's up 14-13, and it looks like Wisconsin ties it up. John Cook, challenge. Now, the announcer immediately was like, maybe this is just to calm the team down, rather than using a timeout, something like that type deal. But in the replay, you could see that Cook was right. So here's the deal. They change it. Nebraska gets the point. The place erupts, and Nebraska wins. Basically on that challenge, 15-13. All right, and they beat Wisconsin 3-2. They win the final 2 sets to win the match and go 19-0 by beating Wisconsin, the number 1 team in the country. I'm pretty sure who the number 1 team in the country is going to be next week. And Wisconsin should absolutely still be number 2. And we're going to play them again this regular season, probably again in the Big Ten Championship, maybe again in the NCAA tournament. Who knows? But we're going to enjoy this right here, right now, tonight, because it's well earned. Okay. Here's something that I noted as well. You watch the fans at the Husker football game today. You watch the fans in the Bob Devaney Center. You watch two records were set this year in attendance when it comes to Nebraska volleyball. The 92,003 in Memorial Stadium early on in the season, setting the Bob Devaney record tonight. There truly are no better fans in the country than Husker fans, and our volleyball team is clearly right now the number 1 team in America as well. Go big. Right now, here are some things that stood out to me about this volleyball team. They're highly resourceful, obviously very talented, phenomenal culture, okay, ton of heart, resiliency. And when I interviewed Jordan Larson a week and a half ago, if you missed that, go check it out. She talked about a high standard, and they're just going to do what they do, and they respect, but they don't worry about what the other team does, and that showed through tonight. Now, I got a couple of questions for you fine folks at home. Number 1, is this Nebraska volleyball's biggest regular season win ever? Let me know in the comments below. Number 2, all right, Nebraska volleyball set 2 attendance record, as I mentioned, okay, this year. Now, here's my question. When Iowa basketball tried to do something similar in their football stadium a week ago, and I think they had 55,000 people show up, not horrifically horrible, but serious question. Did you kind of chuckle when you saw the empty seats like I did? It didn't quite measure up to what Nebraska volleyball did. All due respect, but did you chuckle like I did? Also, last question. What stood out the most to me tonight was the heart of these ladies. Okay, what stood out the most to you as you watch them play? Until next time, Husker Nation, go big red, and always remember to throw the bones.
This is James Harrell with NP Dodge Real Estate. When I became a licensed realtor, I wanted a brokerage that would help me grow in my new career. I found that in Lincoln First Realty. When Lincoln First was acquired by NP Dodge, the training and support I received only got better. I love knowing I have the power of the NP Dodge brand behind me. I would recommend NP Dodge to new agents who want to jumpstart their real estate career and to current agents who want to take their business to the next level.
Expand your career with NP Dodge. Call Eric at 402-434-2222.
Belmont Chiropractic and Novotny Nutrition and Wellness specialize in getting rid of people's pain quickly and permanently. For 31 years, they've been extremely successful with advanced techniques in pain relief using spinal adjustments and decompression, detoxification, diet and lifestyle modification, and more. They are fully equipped to handle the most seasonal athlete, weekend warrior, car accidents, strains, sprains, and more. Is there anywhere you're experiencing pain on your body, or are you fighting decreased energy and depression? Consult Belmont Chiropractic and Novotny Nutrition and Wellness first at 402-476-8619.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, expecting increasing clouds, a little breezy as well. Chance of showers and storms possible this afternoon. We'll see a high of around 77. Tonight, we'll see a chance of showers and storms with a low of around 61. Tomorrow, more showers and storms in the forecast with a high of around 77. The meteorologist Kyle Carriker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Whether you're looking for a place to stay for a concert at PBA, a Nebraska home game, or just a night on the town, the Courtyard Lincoln Downtown Haymarket is the place for you. Enjoy an evening at one of many restaurants or bars within a short walking distance. Business travelers at the hotel will enjoy free high-speed internet access, a 24-hour business center, and large in-room workstations. And check out the bistro, where you'll enjoy healthier food and beverage options, as well as high-tech conveniences. Book your room today at the Courtyard Lincoln, downtown Haymarket.
Introducing the Planet Fitness Guide to getting that post-workout glow. Step 1, what's your why? More epic energy? Better sleep? Blow off steam? Step 2, join Planet Fitness for just $10 a month and get moving. Go cardio crazy in our clean and spacious clubs, or get down with some dumbbells and strength equipment. Step 3, bask in that post-workout glow. Join Planet Fitness today for just $10 a month. It's glow time. See Club for details.
Integrated Life Choices has been inspiring opportunities for individuals with disabilities for more than 15 years in Lincoln and across Nebraska by offering a number of services. From group homes to independent living resources and job training, you'll find the support that allows people to live fulfilling lives. They're also hiring. If you're looking for a rewarding career supporting people with developmental disabilities, you can check out open positions along with learning more about services at ilc.net. Integrated Life Choices.
At Allo, we believe in the exceptional. From extraordinary whole home coverage to super fast speeds, our local teams are always on hand to make sure your service is running at top performance. Let go of lag, banish buffering, and enjoy outstanding service throughout your entire home. We believe in delivering nothing less than exceptional service, so that's exactly what we do. Visit us at allofiber.com to experience the exceptional.
It's the best time of the year to order a new John Deere self-propelled windrower from Landmark Implement during the early order program. Hay harvest is a race against time. Order a new John Deere self-propelled windrower to harvest your hay quickly and efficiently while promoting quick dry down for high-quality hay. Now is the time to lock in the best price of the year. Contact your local Landmark location for full details on a new self-propelled windrower and experience the Landmark difference.
Is your backyard ready for fun with friends and family this fall? GE Landscape Supply has pavers and boulders, which are a great accent for any landscaping project. And you can find them at 6701 Cornhusker Highway. GE Landscape Supply sells to homeowners and contractors with a vast selection of landscaping and construction materials. And don't forget, they deliver anywhere, nearby or far away. Stop by at 6701 Cornhusker Highway from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday to Friday. Go to gelandscapesupply.com for more info or call 402-467-1627. When you think of places with tons of great beer selections and amazing food menu in Omaha, the conversation should start and end with Bärschen Beer Garden in Benson. With more than 30 beers on tap, including several German options, you're sure to find something you like. And don't forget their Nashville hot chicken sandwich or any of their delicious hamburgers. Start off with the warm house-made pretzels and you're on to a great day at Bärschen Beer Garden in the heart of Benson in Omaha.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
It's fishing season. Bad actors are trolling your business emails, luring you and your employees to take the bait and steal your private information. Make sure your cybersecurity keeps your business from being the catch of the day. At Hamilton, cybersecurity is our business. We are experts at keeping your network and business information secure and off the hook. Contact Hamilton for a vulnerability assessment today. Hire your local experts. Hire Hamilton at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Whether you're looking for a place to stay for a concert at PBA, a Nebraska home game, or just a night on the town, the Courtyard Lincoln downtown Haymarket is the place for you. Enjoy an evening at one of many restaurants or bars within a short walking distance. Business travelers at the hotel will enjoy free high-speed internet access, a 24-hour business center, and large in-room workstations. And check out the bistro, where you'll enjoy healthier food and beverage options, as well as high-tech conveniences. Book your room today at the Courtyard Lincoln downtown Haymarket.
It's time to get the Class A high school football playoffs rolling right here on 93.7 The Ticket. Hey guys, Nick Sainer. Join me and Jay Foreman this Friday night from Seacrest Field as number 6 Lincoln Southeast faces off against number 11 Lincoln East. When these two teams met back on September 1st, the Spartans won a double overtime thriller, 31-28 over the Knights. The winner keeps their season alive while the loser goes home. It's the Lincoln Southeast Knights against the Lincoln East Spartans this Friday night in the first round of the postseason at 7 p.m. right here on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
The place you call home should always be a place of comfort. Warm and cozy in winter, cool and relaxing in summer. If your home isn't delivering the comfort you expect, call Bryant. It's more than just hot and cold to them. It's about providing the best comfort solutions. And Bryant gives you a full 24-month test drive on your home comfort system. Get full details at BryantLincoln.com. or call 467-1111. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. We do whatever it takes. The place you call home should always be a place of comfort. Warm and cozy in winter, cool and relaxing in summer. If your home isn't delivering the comfort you expect, call Bryant. It's more than just hot and cold to them. It's about providing the best comfort solutions. And Bryant gives you a full 24-month test drive on your home comfort system. Get full details at BryantLincoln.com or call 467-1111. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. We do whatever it takes.
It's fishing season. Bad actors are trolling your business emails, luring you and your employees to take the bait and steal your private information. Make sure your cybersecurity keeps your business from being the catch of the day. At Hamilton, cybersecurity is our business. We are experts at keeping your network and business information secure and off the hook. Contact Hamilton for a vulnerability assessment today. Hire your local experts. Hire Hamilton at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Welcome to the Carriker Chronicles, the People Show. Checking the pulse of Husker Nation. Ladies and gentlemen, this is my gut reaction to Nebraska's oh so beautiful. Beauty's in the eye of the beholder, right? The oh so beautiful victory over Northwestern 17-9 today. Now, Nebraska football, it's kind of like the ugly duckling. I don't know if I'm remembering that story right. Isn't the ugly duckling kind of really ugly, but the mom loves it anyways? I don't know if I'm remembering that story wrong. Let me know. But that's how Nebraska football is right now. And you watch Heinrich Haarberg. He's a guy that can be tough to watch, but easy to root for. And I hope that makes sense what the difference is. He's this young guy. He's passionate. He's just going to get better. Please do it sooner rather than later in the past game. But here's the deal. Okay, there were times when I was like, man, I wonder if Jeff Sims should get a chance. There was adversity in that game. As the game went along, Heinrich Haarberg played better and better. Also, we ran the ball more. The running game picked up just a little bit. Okay, he can be hard to watch, but I like rooting for him. I hope that difference kind of makes sense. All right, there were times throughout this game when it looked like our offense couldn't do the basic little things. Like we were like a middle school team out there. Now the defense, okay, we just couldn't do the basic little things, but the defense won this game plain and simple. All right, the defense had several sacks, great pressure on Northwestern's quarterback. In fact, I think, I got to go back and double check, I think they ended up with 8 sacks and 13 tackles for a loss. Now, this was a Northwestern offensive line that was not great. Okay, they had given up the second most amount of sacks in the entire Big Ten Conference, only Illinois, where the S is silent, was worse. But Tony White devised up a great game plan, and he took advantage of that. It's not very often you get outgained. Okay, Northwestern actually had more total yards. It's not very often you have more turnovers. We had more turnovers than Northwestern did. They actually did have more penalties. They shot themselves in the foot several times, not only with the amount of penalties, but badly timed penalties, poorly timed penalties. It's not very often those things happen, though, and you win the game. Here's the deal. I don't want to say I don't care because I want us to get better and better, but we won the game. It's like that old Al Davis saying, just win, baby. All right, and if you're with me and you're just happy and you'll take it right now and you're just happy we won the game, smash that like button. Also, the injuries on offense, I want to wish those guys all a speedy recovery. Okay, for several reasons. I wish him a speedy recovery, and if you're with me on that, smash that like button as well. Now, the Huskers snap a 4-game Big Ten home losing streak. Northwestern now hasn't won a Big Ten road game in their last 14 tries. Their last win was at Purdue in 2020. Yeah, there were times in this game when it was ugly. We know that. Adversity. But the Huskers battled through, especially on the defensive side of the ball. All right, so we're going to go back to pregame, first quarter, second quarter, walk through the game, get my overall gut reaction. Nebraska, 3-3. Each of the last 3 years has been our record going into the 7th game of the year, and then it kind of went downhill after that. Well, now we have our first winning record since October 26, 2019. Now, coming into this game, Northwestern had the worst rushing offense in the entire Big Ten Conference, averaging 103 rush yards per game. And Nebraska, and the worst rushing defense belonged to the Wildcats in the Big Ten Conference, giving up 172.3 yards per game. Now, Nebraska is averaging just over 200 rush yards per game, and they're actually one of only 8 coming into this game FBS teams to rank in the top 25 in both rushing offense and rush defense. All right, and the Black Shirts are actually second in the Big Ten in rush defense, giving up 75 yards per game coming in to the game today. Now, the other 7 teams that are top 25 rush offense, rush defense in the entire country, okay, pretty good company. Penn State, Oregon, Tennessee, UCLA, Kansas State, Air Force, and Cincinnati. Here's one other interesting pregame stat that I came across. Since Nebraska joined the Big Ten, Nebraska versus Northwestern, those games, 7 times they've been decided by 3 points or less. That's the most of any 2 teams playing each other during that time frame in the entire country as well, and that doesn't even include 1 overtime game. Now, the Huskers, okay, are last coming into this game in the Big Ten in pass defense, giving up 247 pass yards per game. But part of that is due to the fact other teams have a hard time running the ball. Northwestern actually had more success running the ball today than most teams do, but most teams don't have much success running the ball, so they pass the ball 68% of the time against the Black Shirts. I'm willing to bet that Northwestern's quarterback kind of wish they would have thrown the ball a little bit less today, as much as he got hit. All right. Freshman running back Emmett Johnson got the start at running back today, not Anthony Grant, due to fumbling issues. Okay. First play of the game. Heinrich Harburg throws the interception. Okay, the Black Shirts force a 3-and-out and get great pressure on Northwestern's backup quarterback, Brendan Sullivan, making his second straight start. All right. Now, Northwestern's first 2 possessions, their first 3 possessions, but I'll get into that. Their first 2 possessions both started in Nebraska territory. They didn't pick up a single first down on either drive. Okay, a second interception started Northwestern's 3rd drive in Nebraska territory on the 13-yard line. Okay, in Nebraska territory. Again, the Black Shirts forced them to kick a field goal. Nash Huntmaker had 1.5 sacks already early on in the game, I believe. Okay, and after the Wildcats' first 3 drives, they had -9 total yards. They had 3 points and a 3-0 lead. Okay, the Huskers also had negative yards through their first 3 drives as well. Now, Nebraska's 4th drive, they moved the ball, and Tristan Alvano banged through a 47-yard field goal going against the north wind. I was very happy to see this for Tristan and our offense. This tied the game up 3-3. At the end of the first quarter, Nebraska had 48 total yards, and Northwestern had 0. They ran 14 plays in the first quarter, and at the end of the first quarter, the Wildcats had 0 total yards. Now, at this point, I don't know, be amusing to you or not, it is what it is. We had almost as many INTs, 2, as we did points. Okay, not a lot of pretty football or points so far was my note at this point in the game, but you can't call it boring. There was a lot of turnovers and sudden changes, so it wasn't boring. All right, I know Satterfield wants to throw the ball. Okay, and as the game wore along, we ran the ball more and more and more and more. Okay, but right out the gate, they had practiced throwing the ball more during the bye week. He clearly wants to throw the ball more. I don't I don't want to say I don't care what he wants, but I care about results. The fact of the matter is we're a running team with a running quarterback, and Heinrich Harburg is Nebraska's leading rusher. Let's run the frickin' ball for the rest of the year. All right. Now, if you're a general contractor, building owner, or property manager looking for concrete repair or work done in the Omaha metro area, such as street paving, building floors, and parking lots, check out dpsconstruction.net. I'm proud to be partnered with our good friend Jason Armstrong and his great company, DPS Construction. Check them out at dpsconstruction.net. Now, right after I made some of these notes and I was like, we got to run the ball more, we started to, thank God. All right, Nebraska went on immediately right after that. They went on a 10-play, mostly runs, 70-yard drive, took 5:25 off the clock. Okay, and 50 of those 70 yards were rushing yards, capped off by a Heinrich Harburg TD run. Now, he may not throw the best right now, okay, and his arm angles are kind of funky. Okay, I've talked about that in the past, something they can address in the offseason. I think my biggest question is it didn't used to look like that when he was a freshman and a couple years ago. How to get that way, story for another day. Here's my point. He sure runs hard. I love the way that kid runs the ball. He ran it in, capped off this drive for a touchdown run, put Nebraska up 10-6, and then it was halftime. All right. Now, normally I go through a whole list of halftime stats. I picked out what was interesting to me, just the most interesting ones. And here's what stood out to me. Okay. Northwestern had only 96 total yards at halftime. They were 1 of 6 on third downs. They only completed 2 passes and only attempted 6 the entire first half for a total of 10 passing yards in the first half. Yet they were only down 4 points. I was nervous. I was like, man, I feel like we're better, but you never know. I didn't like them being that close. Okay. Now they had ran the ball 21 times up to that point, as I mentioned, only passed the ball 6 times. Now, Heinrich Harburg at halftime, okay, even though we'd thrown the ball more to start the game, kind of slowed down as the game progressed. He had 24 pass yards at halftime, the least amount by a Nebraska quarterback since 2019. Again, we're a running team. By God, we're a running option. Well, let's pitch the ball. Let's pitch the ball. Then we can actually say we're an option team. Okay, but a running option football team is what our strengths are. Now, my note was both teams had a very sloppy start to the second half. The Huskers put the ball on the turf multiple times already. In fact, up to this point in the game, we'd had 3 fumbles. Now, luckily, we'd recovered them all. And then this is where I said, we look like a middle school offense, injuries or not. Okay, I have a speedy recovery to those guys, but injuries or not, we don't look great offensively. Thank God the black shirts are a legit defense again. I mean, they have played great football in 6 of our 7 games this year. Thank goodness for the 3-3-5 defense. Who knew I'd be saying that a year ago at this time? All right, Northwestern pretty much had a huge edge in field position most of the day. Okay, but they couldn't do a whole lot with it for the most part. Okay, we've got to be able to actually pitch the ball in the option play. I just talked about that. Otherwise, it's not really an option. Here's my other note. Otherwise, we just look like Iowa at best out there. Okay, Harburg is 6'5". Got to fix those throwing angles. Talked about that. He's a young player with phenomenal passion. Okay, got to get better, and he's only just gonna get better. All right, I am curious to see if they give Jeff Sims a few more options or opportunities, I should say, this week in practice. I'm just curious to see how this unfolds as Matt Rule talks about things in his press conferences upcoming here in the next couple days. All right, early fourth quarter. A fake option play to a deep pass became a 44-yard touchdown pass from Heinrich Harburg to true freshman Malachi Coleman. I was excited when I heard he was going to get the start. I know we've had guys leave. We've had guys get banged up. I mean, why not? He's as talented or more talented than any wide receiver that we have. Okay, this puts the Huskers up 17-6. Obviously, keep your eye on Coleman and keep your eye on Jalen Lloyd. 2 very young, fast wide receivers with bright futures, both those guys. Okay, and right now Malachi Coleman gives us that deep threat that we've really been missing all year. Okay, now Northwestern scored a field goal on their ensuing possession, 17-9. Okay, Nebraska leads 17-9 in the fourth quarter, and then that ended up being the final score. There was a couple threats here and there. Nebraska, Tony White ended up blitzing the pants off of Northwestern, basically to close out the end of the game. Got a couple of sacks there at the end. My final thoughts are, it was ugly at times. There was adversity at times. They kept fighting, scratching, clawing. My God, we've got to get better. That's no secret. Thank goodness for a great defense. Let's just run the ball on offense and incorporate play action pass. Just my opinion. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let me know in the comments below. All right, first of all, do you agree with me? What did I miss? What did I not miss? What do you dislike, like that I had to say? Aside from that, here are my questions. Should Jeff Sims get more opportunities in practice this week? Let me know in the comments below. Also, I haven't said the phrase TTB much at all this year. Not like I used to. I don't know why, just haven't. But here's my question. I haven't said TTB as much this year. If you know what TTB means, let me know in the comments below. Also, we have a winning record for the first time in 4 years. Here's my question though. Do you feel better or worse about the Huskers after today? All right, as always, check out all the game reactions that are going to be going up over the next 24 to 48 hours. You got John Johnston Coordination. Check it out at CarrikerChronicles.com. Connor Hayden of Corn Craze, CarrikerChronicles.com. Obviously, the Big Ten Show, Carriker Chronicles itself, Doc Talk with Rob Zadiska, Travis Justice, a plethora. I've been told I say it too much, I don't care. A plethora of people. Check them all out. CarrikerChronicles.com. Until next time, Husker Nation, go big, red nose. Remember, the bug.
Problem gambling affects millions of Americans daily, of all ages and walks of life. If your loved one is struggling with addiction, contact Choices Treatment Center's 24-hour helpline at 402-476-2300. That's 402-476-2300.
The place you call home should always be a place of comfort. Warm and cozy in winter, cool and relaxing in summer. If your home isn't delivering the comfort you expect, call Bryant. It's more than just hot and cold to them. It's about providing the best comfort. And Bryant gives you a full 24-month test drive on your home comfort system. Get full details at BryantLincoln.com or call 467-1111. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. We do whatever it takes.
It's fishing season. Bad actors are trolling your business emails, luring you and your employees to take the bait and steal your private information. Make sure your cybersecurity keeps your business from being the catch of the day. At Hamilton, cybersecurity is our business. We are experts at keeping your network and business information secure and off the hook. Contact Hamilton for a vulnerability assessment today. Hire your local experts. Hire Hamilton at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Agriculture is the economic engine of the Midwest. At Acres Equipment, we dedicate ourselves to making that engine run smoothly. We supply our farmers and ranchers with quality John Deere equipment, parts, and service. We also deliver the most advanced technology and precision ag strategies to help them farm today and for the future. Acres Equipment, solutions for every field.
It's the best time of the year to order a new John Deere self-propelled windrower from Landmark Implement during the early order program. Hay harvest is a race against time. Order a new John Deere self-propelled windrower to harvest your hay quickly and efficiently while promoting quick dry down for high-quality hay. Now is the time to lock in the best price of the year. Contact your local Landmark location for full details on a new self-propelled windrower and experience the Landmark difference.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock with A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. If you're looking for an automotive repair facility you can genuinely trust, we would be grateful for the opportunity to earn your business repairing your vehicle. We have ASE master technicians and qualified to work on a variety of vehicles from Hondas to Porsches, Jaguars to Toyotas, and Chevrolets to Fords. We pride ourselves on customer service and relationships, and we would be grateful for the opportunity to serve you. Give us a call at 402-477-4660. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
This is James Harrell with NP Dodge Real Estate. When I became a licensed realtor, I wanted a brokerage that would help me grow in my new career. I found that in Lincoln First Realty. When Lincoln First was acquired by NP Dodge, the training and support I received only got better. I love knowing I have the power of the NP Dodge brand behind me. I would recommend NP Dodge to new agents looking to jumpstart their real estate career and to current agents who want to take their business to the next level.
Expand your career with NP Dodge. Call Eric at 402-434-2222.
Are you tired of living in pain? It's time to take control. At Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery, we're your one-stop shop for expert care in Lincoln. From broken bones to complex reconstruction, our skilled team will help you get back on track. Visit prairieortho.com today and discover why we're the trusted choice for thousands of patients. Don't let pain hold you back. Take the first step towards a better, pain-free life with Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery, where healing begins. Call 402-489-4700.
When you think of places with tons of great beer selections and amazing food menu in Omaha, the conversation should start and end with Bärschen Beer Garden in Benson. With more than 30 beers on tap, including several German options, you're sure to find something you like. And don't forget their Nashville hot chicken sandwich or any of their delicious hamburgers. Start off with the warm house-made pretzels and you're on to a great day at Bärschen Beer Garden in the heart of Benson in Omaha.
Belmont Chiropractic and Novotny Nutrition and Wellness specialize in getting rid of people's pain quickly and permanently. For 31 years, they've been extremely successful with advanced techniques in pain relief using spinal adjustments and decompression, detoxification, diet and lifestyle modification, and more. They are fully equipped to handle the most seasonal athlete, weekend warrior, car accidents, strains, sprains, and more. Is there anywhere you're experiencing pain on your body, or are you fighting decreased energy and depression? Consult Belmont Chiropractic and Novotny Nutrition and Wellness first at 402-476-8619.
Tune in to the Malone Radio Show from 9 to 10 p.m. every Sunday night to learn more about the Malone Center's goal to eliminate multi-generational poverty in Lincoln. It's the Malone Radio Show every Sunday night from 9 to 10 p.m. on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Agriculture is the economic engine of the Midwest. At Acres Equipment, we dedicate ourselves to making that engine run smoothly. We supply our farmers and ranchers with quality John Deere equipment, parts, and service. We also deliver the most advanced technology and precision ag strategies to help them farm today and for the future. Acres Equipment, solutions for every field.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL Weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, expecting increasing clouds, a little breezy as well. Chance of showers and storms possible this afternoon. We'll see a high of around 77. Tonight, see a chance of showers and storms with a low of around 61. Tomorrow, more showers and storms in the forecast with a high of around 77. Meteorologist Kyle Clucker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome to the Carriker Chronicles, the People Show, checking the pulse of Husker Nation. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a banged up Husker Nation as my book falls while I'm recording this show. This is my reaction to the plethora. I've been told I use that word too much, but I enjoy saying the word. But unfortunately, there's been a plethora of injuries on Nebraska's football teams, particularly on the offensive side of the ball. All right, real quick. If you want to wish those guys a speedy recovery and you've got the mentality that I have, which is the next man up mentality, wish him a speedy recovery, and next man up mentality, smash the like button. All right, real quick. Now, Nick Henrich has been a little bit banged up knee than shoulder. Okay, that's all we know at this point so far. Ben Scott is healthy and expected to play, but Turner Corcoran and Ethan Piper have already started coaching the young guys. Also, Jaden Doss will start in the slot. And here's why that's important if you don't already know. Ethan Piper, okay, is out with a knee injury. Turner Corcoran is out for the season with a foot injury. Nardine Newilly is out for 2 weeks or so. Billy Kemp is out with multiple weeks with an MCL sprain. Tommy Hill is day to day. Now, Teddy Prohaska is back, and he's going to be starting. Okay. And when we walk out on the field on Saturday, okay, per Matt Rule, all but 2 guys that start on offense will be underclassmen. Here's something else that should be noted. Jacob Hood, okay, the Georgia offensive lineman transfer, is back and playing as well. Only 4 day one starters remain in the starting lineup on offense. That's it. Okay? Ben Scott at center, Bryce Benhart at right tackle, and Thomas Fidoni and Nate Borkesher at tight end. And the only 2 upperclassmen in the starting rotation on offense, okay, that are starting on offense are Bryce Benhart and Ben Scott. That's it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here it is. I wish them all a speedy recovery. Nothing but love. I'm happy to hear that some of these guys are already taking a coaching / leadership role with some of the younger guys, but it's next man up mentality. That's how it has to be. That's the only way it can be, and that's how football is. All right. Now, there's always a silver lining. As much as this sucks for the individuals, for the team, for the program, and the like, there's always a silver lining. Here's the silver lining. Some young guys are going to get a chance. Okay, some young, talented guys are going to get more opportunities. I am excited to see what Teddy Prohaska can do at that left tackle spot. Okay, I get the feeling that maybe there was a little bit more to this than just his health, because he played at tight end against Northern Illinois earlier this season in certain situations. So I know he's been building back up his health, but Coach Rule mentioned he was OOU, one of us. So maybe there was more to it than just his health. Don't know, but I'm excited to see him back and starting at wide receiver. We're going to have some pretty good speed at wide receiver. Doss is fast. He's a young guy. Rule's already commented after the bye week how he was going to get more reps before all these injuries. When you combine Doss and Malachi Coleman, who is a speedster himself, I've commented on that. We got speed at wide receiver. Yes, they're young. Yes, they're inexperienced. Yes, they've got to get better all around. Yes, they're getting opportunities because other guys are banged up. There's always a silver lining. 2 of the most talented receivers we have, and now we're going to get a lot more opportunities and experience. They're going to learn on the go. Get thrown into the fire, so to speak. All right, the offensive line. We clearly need some guys to step up. All right, guys to keep your eye on. Henry Latufsky, a sophomore. Freshman, Justin Evans Jenkins. Also the aforementioned Jacob Hood. Now, he's back and playing, 6'8", 350 pounds. He's a mountain of a man. All right, transfer from Georgia, and he was one of the nation's top recruits coming out of high school. Now, here's the other thing. I'm always curious whenever there's a specific position group that gets banged up. Who else is going to surprise us? Who else is going to step up that otherwise wouldn't have gotten as many opportunities? Who's going to surprise us? The O-line, wide receivers. Think about a guy named Heinrich Harburg. Okay. A year ago, and I know this for a fact, okay, he wasn't even in the plans to be quarterback this time last year. They were, with the previous staff, they were talking about tight end, and they really weren't paying attention to him. He wasn't even going to meetings, ladies and gentlemen. Now he's our starting quarterback a year later. Who's going to surprise us? All right. Think of guys like Brooke Behringer. Obviously, with Tommy Frazier going down, that opened a door for Brooke Behringer that would have never otherwise have happened. Now I'm gonna go to other teams, even the NFL. Look at Nick Foles. His story has always enamored me for two reasons. Number one, he got an opportunity through injury, and he came back and helped the team win their first ever Super Bowl, the team that drafted him and then got rid of him. So Nick Foles, drafted 2012 by the Eagles, let go by the Eagles, brought back in 2017. He signed to be the backup quarterback to Carson Wentz, who was on pace, if you remember that particular season, to win the MVP, and then he got hurt. Okay, Carson goes down. Foles leads the Eagles to their first ever franchise Super Bowl. All right, think about a guy named Tom Brady. He only got an opportunity because the number one overall pick in the NFL draft a few years earlier, Drew Bledsoe, went down. Think about Kurt Warner. He was bagging groceries. Now he's in the NFL Hall of Fame. And I know these are some extreme examples. I get that. But stuff like this happens all the time. They just don't get the notoriety that the names that I just mentioned have gotten. And rightfully so in those cases. But you never know, and there's always a silver lining. I'm a firm believer in that, even in life, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Now, it doesn't mean the silver lining's always better. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. You never know. That's what's interesting to me to find out who's going to surprise us, who's going to step up, who's going to be that next man up. Now, real quick, this show is brought to you by DPS Concrete Construction. If you're a general contractor, building owner, or property manager, okay, looking for concrete repair or work done in the Omaha metro area, such as street paving, building floors, and parking lots, check out dpsconstruction.net and let them know that I sent you. Probably cut you a deal. All right, next man up mentality, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, you look at the rest of this season. We don't have a murderer's row schedule. We don't have Ohio State, Penn State, Michigan, USC, UCLA, Oregon, Washington aren't in the Big Ten yet. Every game is winnable. But here's how I believe we have to approach it, because all of our goals are still in front of us, starting with making a bowl game. Just focus on that. But like Matt Rule says, it's a process. Day by day, right? Okay. Start with Purdue. Then Michigan State. Take it day by day, game by game, and week by week. One day at a time, one game at a time, 1 week at a time, starting with Purdue. Don't even worry about whoever's next. I know, but I'm going to pretend like I don't. Purdue's 2-5. Ladies and gentlemen, we also have a defense. The Black Shirts have given up a combined 16 points in the last 2 games. Just take it day by day, game by game, week by week. All right, I got some questions for you fine folks at home. Number 1, which player on our team do you think needs to step up the most? Number 2, do you still believe we will beat Purdue with all these injuries? Number 3, should we cut Marcus Satterfield a little bit of slack or not? That's an intriguing one to me. All right, ladies and gentlemen, as always, go check out CarrikerChronicles.com. It's where all your hopes and dreams will come true. Go Big Red, and always remember to throw the ball.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment, and it's more than